days, we mark a year since the release of Season 2, and we were patiently waiting for the return of Outer Banks. Come on Netflix, it's time for the third installment. Tensions between John and his friends, the working-class Pogues, and the elite-class Kooks are higher than ever after the Season 2 finale. Let's dive in with a short recap. With an approval rating of 71% based on 21 reviews for the first season and 86% Rotten Tomatoes approval rating for the second season, Outer Banks has become one of the most popular shows streaming on Netflix. It's been a while since we saw the last episode, and the curiosity among the viewers is at its peak for the third season. The story follows a group of teen Pogues, or as John B. would like to call them, lowest member of the food chain. They embark on a journey to seek the truth behind John's father's disappearance, so on that road, they must face off against Kooks. So something that began as a curious quest reshaped into a deadly treasure hunt. After the events of the first season, it's not surprising that expectations were understandably high, so in its efforts to be better and bigger than before, the show lost a little bit of what made the first season so good at times. And why is that? Well, the first 6 episodes were tied around a relentless game of cat and mouse. Sarah and John found themselves on the run. In the moments when they hitched a ride on a freighter bound for the Bahamas, they became fugitives and were wanted by the authorities.
Seriously, guys, I can't take it anymore, right?
There were so many twists, and that was what fans expected from the adventure mystery show. The leader of the Pogues, John B., was a fugitive, then a prisoner, and then an exonerated man. We saw Poe find the family heirloom, and Kiara was kicked out of her family home by her parents, which is one big golden cross.
Let's get out of here. Never let you talk me into this.
Runner cops, incoming.
We saw how the finale of the season ended and left the door wide open for more stories. We saw that John B.'s father is alive, and we saw how the Pogues found the treasure and how they lost it to the Camerons. The group ended up on an abandoned island, which they called Pogolandia. And all this through the last 10 episodes, but still not enough. Anyway, let it never be said that this show isn't full of surprises over the course of a pair of seasons, and despite those out-of-nowhere touches that didn't always land as intended. This Netflix series is built around adventure-seeking teens that have rarely gone for the uninteresting choice. With a goal in a definite location, Outer Banks conspires to whip out yet another series of oblique hints and arcane clues to secret locations. The co-creator Jonas Pate will smash that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already.
Well, I'm sorry I don't. I'm a Pogue, and I always will be.
No, really. Jonas Pate spoke at the Charleston Library Society, revealing what inspired the story. We cherry-picked a lot of things that happened to us in high school and put it in the show, he said. There are lots of scenes that were very inspired by things that we did, but what about the third installment? When can we expect a release date?
Here we go.
Same as us, you're probably desperately waiting for Outer Banks Season 3 to drop on the platform. Since its debut in April 2020, this Netflix original has been a massive hit for the streamer. It seems like everyone had the time to binge-watch the mystery-filled teen drama due to the COVID-19 restrictions. Even though it was expected to arrive this summer, it seems like we'll have to wait a little bit longer for the third season. Action Adventure's sophomore season began filming at the end of August 2020, and it was released on April 2, 2021, which took around 7 months. A little over 3 months later, Season 2 dropped on July 30, 2021. We know that Season 3 began filming at the end of February this year, and we could see that on Sarah Cameron's Twitter post. So if they're trying to follow the schedule for Season 2, then we might expect Season 3 to wrap up the production sometime around September. According to Netflix reports, the cameras are supposed to keep rolling until August 19th, so having said that, filming will end too late to give us a summer release date. There's no official confirmation that Outer Banks will continue after Season 3, but it's rumored that scripts for Season 4 are being worked on. These are all predictions, and we obviously don't have any confirmation yet. We just hope that Netflix will share a release date soon. Now let's talk about the cast. Most likely, the majority of the existing cast will reprise their roles in the next season. We can expect to see Chase Stokes back as our main character, John B., according to Deadline. Alongside him, we'll see, again, Madeline Klein as Sarah. The supporting cast of Rudy Pankow, Austin North, Madison Bailey, Jonathan Davis, and Charles Eston will all also return for Season 3. We can probably expect to see more of Carlacia Grant in the role of Cleo, and of course, let's not forget Charles Halford, who will be involved as Big John. Elizabeth Mitchell, who plays the scheming Carla Limbri in the series, in an interview with Metacritic said, "I do get to hang out with Big John quite a bit, which is lovely because he's terrific. And this partnership was teased in the final season of Outer Banks Season 2. I don't know if you'd call it teaming up, but they're indeed together a great deal of the time, especially in the first part," added Limbri. Now let's talk about the possible plot.
You got your passport?
You don't have a passport.
Hell no, I don't got a passport. Kookiest thing ever. You don't need one.
We may guess that the upcoming season will have 10 episodes. And why? Well, the last 2 seasons of the show had 10 episodes as well. They're expected to last approximately 42 to 61 minutes, which is similar to the previous seasons. The cast is remaining tight-lipped about the plot, and they're convincing us to do the same. Chase Stokes begged viewers to keep their thoughts to themselves. "I hate that I'm having to post this again, but please don't post spoilers of us working. This is an exhausting process, and we have a really exciting story to tell," he wrote on his Instagram. Kooks vs. Pogues war has officially moved to the Bahamas and outside of Outer Banks. The treasure hunt for the Cross of Santo Domingo, the gold is nowhere near over.
Till death do us part.
Welcome back to the Pogue life.
Full Pogue.
Full Pogue.
Nothing will ever be the same in the OBX with the truth of buried secrets unveiled. Season 2 answered a few of the questions we had after Season 1. Fans were left asking, what's next for Kai, Pogue, John B, Sarah, and JJ? Season 3 will likely pick up where we left off. Big John being alive will most likely be a major plot. Clara is faced with the decision of helping John B find the shroud thanks to a letter from his half-dead father. Hopefully, Rafe and Ward will face the consequences of their actions. The story may also follow the Pogues as they try to make their way back home, back to the OBX, but also their big plan was to steal the Cross of Santo Domingo and the gold. He added that he doesn't know exactly how Season 3 will play out since the series is still in production. As for the fate of JJ and Kai's potential romance, Madison Bailey said, "We're both feisty, we're both always down for the crazy ideas. There's just something these two characters have inherently in common that could work." Talking to Elite Daily, Chase Stokes said, "Smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell." But no, he actually said, "I think a lot of loose ends are gonna get tied up, a lot of questions will be answered, and per usual, these kids are gonna get put through the ringer. Whatever happens, we're very excited and patiently waiting for Season 3. But let's hope that we'll get some official information soon." Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.
I know where it is. I can help you.